All right. Well, yeah, we'll go on to our Trouble Brewing game. Got 13 players. Not a bad number. We still get 3 minions. I'm leaning towards not Baron. In which case that would be Poisoner, Spy, Scarlet Woman. We might change it up, but I think I'm okay with that. That does mean 9 townsfolk. Let's get a librarian. No, not no. I mean, I don't mind doing librarian and outside of 0, but I think I'm not going to with this setup. Let's go Fortune Teller, Slayer, Virgin, Monk, Undertaker, get a Chef, get a Washerwoman, Mayor, Ravenkeeper. Yeah, I think I'm alright with that. Alright, yeah. Let's do this. Pass out characters. Nina did not draw a minion token. So, you know, good for her. Tell her she's not a minion. Bluffs. Poor Nina. What are we going to do here? Should we throw Librarian? Yeah, let's throw Librarian as a bluff. They could do a Librarian 0 bluff. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, let's do Librarian, Investigator, Empath. There's no Barons, so they can do outside, you know, bluff outsiders if they want. We need Red Herring for the Fortune Teller. We need Washerwoman picks. Yeah, that's rough. 6 games this week for Evil. It happens though. It sucks, but you know, such as it is. You know, I'm almost tempted to do the weird thing and put the Red Herring on the Virgin. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Washerwoman. Who should the Washerwoman see? Mania's Red Herring. I thought about Mania's Red Herring. We probably do need to help Evil in whatever way we can in this game. Let's confirm a... We could do a Monk. I'm trying to think if it would work out if we showed the Spy for something. Yeah, you know, Washerwoman seeing Ravenkeeper is not too unusual. I do it sometimes. I might change this, but I might throw it on the Spy and just show something that's not correct. We always mix it up with the Undertaker, because Undertaker, you know, always sounds like a kind of like a evil bluff or a spy bluff. No. Yeah.
The Civilization 7? Sorry, go ahead.
Alright, everybody. You should have your characters. Good night, good luck.
Yeah, the new Civilization game that just came out, Civ 7, it's gigantic, it's huge.
Brody and Matthews on Evil Team together, they'll like that.
A version of that on the Switch 2 at launch.
Yeah, I did see that. The specs are a big thing that they announced in the trailer.
Yeah.
My Civ 7,
it's not going to be the same game, but...
I just had to submit a crash report today because it's not working very well for me. I keep getting the blue screen of death. I play for like 30 minutes and then just reboots my computer.
Yeah, you know what? I want to be nice. Yeah, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be a little nice. I'm going to ask Nina what she's going to bluff. Sorry, Nina.
No, you're not.
No, I'm trying to help you a little bit. What do you think you plan on bluffing?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna do like librarian and try to maybe help out one of my maybe investigator actually.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna end up trying to die early and pass it to somebody because I don't know that I have the brain power to do this. So I think investigator. I'm gonna frame somebody.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Good luck. Do we try to watch woman confirm herself as the investigator? She is not going to be happy. Yeah, let's see if that's a thing we can do or not. I don't know if it's going to help or not, but we'll try to paint Nina as investigator. All right. The poisoner can make a choice. While we're waiting on that, I'll give another shout out to our patrons. We do have a Patreon. So thank you, Aaron Robertson, CB Man, Gray, Gro Gunnarsson, Lewis Adams, Lynn Daniel, and Trevor Shillington. Thank you all for being patrons. They get shout outs. Some of the higher tiers, we're going to start putting credits in videos. You get early access to like hard claim episodes and things like that. Yeah, so thank you all. Poisoning Satan herself could be useful. We'll see how that goes. We'll show the Spy, the Grim. Alright, with that said, we'll show Robert that either Nina or Matthew is investigator. And Chef has to learn a zero. Sorry, not a zero. Yeah, 0. So go ahead and come out back out here. Then Satan herself can make a choice. We'll remember that she is poisoned. Somebody's got a creaky chair. Hear her. Feel like she's typing away. Do 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 do. The only thing about doing cards at night, or really doing anything at night in the app is, if they're not paying attention, then, Robert and Manny. Manny is red herring. Robert's good. Yeah, we'll give a yes. I think there's no reason not to. We'll jump into it. Good morning, town. Rise and shine. You all know the drill. Give you about 4 minutes. Good luck.
Jeremy. Oh yeah, you're probably the freaking demon. Fine.
Chef with the 0. That's all I'm gonna say.
Slayer.
All right.
If so, help me God if you nominate me.
I wouldn't. Well, I mean, we'll see how the game goes, but not today, probably.
I want to. If please let me know if you heard of a saint, because I will shoot all saints. All
We'll
of
let you
them.
know.
Thank you.
All of them.
All of them.
Thank you.
Let me try this.
Yeah.
I have a whole thing I'm planning on doing. But
Okay.
you know, if we're going to go back to the good and evil twin of it all, don't we just-
I'm down.
why don't we just like steer into trusting each other this game? I'll tell you the truth and I'll tell you my info and we can go from there.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm Washerwoman. I saw an investigator between 2 players.
Ah, investigator. Coolio. Okay. I'm the fortune teller. I got a yes between 2 players.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to share our names just in case that's useful for the other
I think-
person?
I don't know. I think maybe we should wait.
Roll.
You can. I can claim Washerwoman that confirmed you.
Sure, if you want to.
Okay, I'll do that. See how that goes.
Well, are you in each night asterisk roll?
No, I'm the chef with a 0.
Or the shelf. Gotcha. So you're
Fucking games in a row. As chat comes in here as I drop the F-bomb. So yeah, cool. So, investigator, I saw either Jeremy or Steve as the Scarlet Woman.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I'll hard claim to you. I haven't.
No one. Okay, thanks. You go, librarian. Okay, thanks, sir.
All right, I guess Brody's going librarian. I'm trying to pick Nina as Vest. Just miss it.
Yes, Manny claimed mayor to me. I may or may not believe that because Lynn also claimed mayor to me.
Mayor may not.
I didn't catch that. That's so fun. That's fun. I like that. Yeah, you know, I may or may not be enjoying this. I'm loving this game. This is great. Love this.
Great. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Hello, chat. Hope you're all doing well.
Yeah. All right.
Why not? We'll just keep it all classic like that. Although I think you got my role by mistake, because, you know, it's a Sam game. I'm supposed to be the mayor.
I mean, soldiers kind of like the mayor.
I kind of like the mayor. I mean,
Yeah.
the pay's not as good, but, you know, the benefits.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think mayors get paid that much either.
I mean, I was working graft into the whole thing. I mean, I just assume I'm skimming. If I'm
Fair enough. What you're saying is you're a low tier soldier. You're not like a colonel or anything.
No, I'm not the general. I mean, there are.
I guess
roles
generals
that
in
are
the
that
game.
much.
So we can use
I'm
that.
just a grunt.
You're
I'm
different.
gonna live, but you know, how well are we living? Anyway.
All right.
Glad y'all got that sorted out.
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome back, town. Nominations are open. Jeremy, go ahead.
I just had a question for Lewis. Lewis, did you lie to Matt R? I just need to know that.
No, I told him the truth. So I was actually just messaging you so I was like, yeah.
Jeremy will nominate Matt R.
All right, Jeremy nominates Matt R. Jeremy's executed and dies. Good night.
Nice. That's helpful, Jeremy. You have no idea how helpful
No,
that is.
is
Talk tomorrow?
that is incredibly useful.
Yep.
Wow.
Well,
Jeremy,
that's
can
why
we
I
talk
did it,
tomorrow?
guys.
No.
Jeremy, we need to talk tomorrow.
Well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, that
No. We have to talk to Noah tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Nina?
Hey, Nina.
Yeah.
We also need to talk tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine, but I need to talk to Jeremy first.
I'm not talking to you if you talk to Robert.
No, Jeremy, we need to talk to
All right, Brody's keeping the poison on
Robert,
Satan
I feel like
herself.
this is another area where we are very similar in, because I have no idea what's going on. Do you?
I have zero happen.
And
But I will after I talk to Nina.
And wait, remind me who you nominated, Jeremy?
Madar.
Madar.
Got it. Cool. Thank you. Oh,
Everybody else noted
Jeremy,
Madar.
I didn't care. I just need to talk to Jeremy.
Wow.
All right, Ned's protecting Aaron.
Yes, I'm being loud.
It's actually kind of unfortunate.
Talk to the spy. Huh?
Nina, that is extremely helpful.
I know. Tell me it's not.
Right?
Yeah, actually, I didn't even think about what you told me, Nina,
No.
about how helpful that is.
I'm afraid Nina's going to try to
No,
star
you're
pass
so selfish.
without knowing
I
that Robert's
couldn't
going to be confirming her.
That are, but no.
I did
Which, you know, if it
not
happens, it
want to
happens,
nominate,
but-
there were extenuating circumstances that forced my hand. Talk to Madar about it.
Oh, okay.
There's some stuff going on. Yeah, if you chat with either me or Matt.
Well, if I knew it was
Anyway.
Virgin, I would have nommed too.
Killing. Where is Matt?
I feel like I'm
Oh yeah, killing Matt. That makes
As
sense.
well.
I have no idea what's happening.
All right.
You should probably talk to Nina tomorrow. Make
Yeah,
sure you
yeah,
can kill
no,
her
I
before
have
Jeremy.
good information between Jeremy and somebody else, and I kind of love this.
I feel bad for that somebody else.
I know.
I trusted
As
that
you
somebody
should.
else.
Do you even know who
So
it is?
Steve,
Brody's telling me stuff, so if Brody knows, I know.
Steve's learned
Well, then
Chef
I
was
don't
executed. Satan herself, who was poisoned, choosing Robert and Matt R.
Brody's
Nina,
giving
I
me all
still
sorts of
need to
great
talk
information, actually.
We're gonna say no because we want that. I mean, it's true information. I don't think it really helps Evil at all to
mean, I know.
show a yes there.
Oh. Lynn, you were going to nominate the Virgin, so you lied to me, Lynn.
I know. I'm sorry. No, I would have nommed. I would have straight up nommed. Damn it! Ugh.
Good morning, town.
Uh,
Matt Art died in the night. There are 11 players alive. Give about 3 minutes.
Wow.
I need to talk to Jeremy. Robert, can
How
Jeremy
would
come
Matt
in here
R
with us?
possibly die?
Yeah, sure.
I star passed to Robert just in case.
you can bring.
Robert's in a chat on his own.
I told Robert to come in here, but he's
you,
not
you,
there.
you have to invite him.
I
Yeah, you
did,
can bring him
and
in.
he didn't come.
He ended up in a room by himself. You got to invite him again. There you go.
Hello.
I am the investigator. I got a
That's what I
freaking
was gonna
Scarlet
say.
Woman paying on
I
Jeremy
know.
and Neutral Steve.
Here's the other issue. Brody's claiming librarian with no outsiders, and Lewis claimed Empath 1 to Matt R, which is why Matt R then came to me and I said, well, I'm the chef. Matt R said, you have to nominate me.
I
So
think
Lewis
this
is either
that's
poisoned
funny.
or lying.
I think this
Or
is
Brody's
the smallest piece of info here, but I'm the washerwoman who saw an investigator between Nina and Matthew. Which is why I wanted to talk to you before like any of and I told that info to Satan. Well, I didn't tell who the ping was.
So I told Lynn the truth. Lynn lied to me. I then went to
Well,
Robert, told Robert
go
the
figure.
truth. Robert lied to me.
I did, but
Yeah, I got that. I figured that one out because I was like, "Ooh, that's not worth taking." Yeah, I was just laughing because I knew I knew the whole thing too about what Nina was talking about.
So what is going on? What is happening?
She's the investigator who saw two players as the minion, and one of those players was Jeremy. So it's obvious not Jeremy.
Oh,
Going to get any more information, but you know, who knows?
All right. Well, good luck.
If you want to give me anything, I'll take it in a 2. I'll take it in a 3. I don't care.
I'll tell you on the mayor. That's fine.
You're the mayor? All right, sounds good to me.
All right.
Heard a claim of investigator in town. Then I checked you against Robert last night. I got a no. So either Manny's the red herring or just the demon.
So Manny did hard claim to
Or
me.
I'm poisoned at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, he hard claimed Mayor to me, so that could be a red herring.
Yeah, could be.
Or it
Totally.
could also just be a demon bluff, but you know.
I believe that.
Alright, and Lewis could be lying, or he is poisoned, because Jeremy was in a Scarlet Woman thing. And
Yeah,
Lewis
but
is-
Jeremy's not the Scarlet Woman, clearly.
he can't be. But Lewis was claiming an empath 1.
Lewis is evil then, probably, or poisoned.
Yeah, it's pretty
Not the
binary.
drunk.
Yeah,
Unless
Lewis
you're
would have to be poisoned or lying. Unless I'm drunk, but I haven't heard of any outsider claims.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be the drunk if he were drunk. So.
On you and Brody, but I don't know if that's
right,
good
drunk
info.
or not.
Like-
I haven't heard of another outsider, so there's that.
Except I'm like twice over confirmed.
Except for the fact that I already knew what was some of the joke going on, so.
All right, welcome back, town. Nominations are open.
I'm going
Steve.
to go ahead and give this information so that way you can either execute me or the demon can kill me. Either one. I am the Undertaker. I confirm Jeremy is the chef. Nina is probably going to claim that she has information pointing to me. I bet you that's poisoned.
So my info investigator, Jeremy Steve, as the Scarlet Woman. So, and I also am Washerwoman confirmed as the investigator. So cool.
Steve will nominate Steve.
All right, Steve nominates himself. State your case.
I do believe I messaged Nina. I am annoyed. I hate this. I never get anything out of this role. And here's why. Yay! Because I am who I am. I'm not annoyed. I'm just joking around, obviously. But yes, I am your Undertaker. Come get me, demon.
All right, majority is 6.
I think Steve is Scarlet Woman.
You did confirm me, Steve, which is potentially the most important part of this game.
But notice, you haven't given out your number in public, so.
8's enough. Steve's about to die.
Brady will nominate Lewis.
Sorry, since I don't find you on my list. There you go. Brody nominates Lewis. State your case.
So, based on Jeremy's explosion in the town, Lewis's info could only be poisoned or a lie.
Or drunk.
So and Steve seems very willing to die right now, so I think Lewis was just full of shit.
All right, Lewis.
I mean, I have a 0 on you, but I haven't heard of another outsider claim. So unless there's someone like hiding, being the butler or something, then it's probable that I was just poison sniped on the first night. But yeah, it's really hard to tell. But
So you were an empath then?
yeah, empath 1, then 0.
All right, 8 to tie, 9 to execute.
We haven't heard of any other outsiders, correct? I've heard
that
that
I
there
have
is none in the game. That's
correct.
And for what it's worth, I'm the librarian. There aren't any outsiders.
Jeremy,
Alright, so poisoner just hit
One's
you.
not enough.
Matt R, anybody? Nina, do you have any?
I don't know. I mean, we talked about everything I knew.
Yeah.
When?
Okay. Lynn claims Slayer and shoots Matthew.
Lynn claims Slayer and chooses Matthew. There is no effect. Any more nominations?
So Jeremy as the spy,
Count from
registered as
10.
the chef.
Possible.
It's possible.
That would
5.
explain Lewis as 1 and Nina's seeing me as the Scarlet Woman.
1. Steve has been executed and dies. Game continues. Good
I
night.
say odds are high that I was, because I mean, there's odds.
Right.
The odds are high that there is a poisoner in the game,
Yes,
but I
you're
know I'm
my
not
hero.
drunk based
Right.
on Washerwoman confirmation.
Well, if we haven't heard of an outsider, then we definitely have a poison,
All right.
right? Still a 3 minute.
Yeah.
Poisoner monk.
I also hope that if I was the spy, I wouldn't register.
Yeah, you know,
the
if you have,
Scarlet
you know,
Woman
if a
and
player's having some
as a link
issues,
to the
or not issues, but you know, just kind of rough time. You know,
No,
I
I don't
I don't mind trying to kind of make things a little easier for him. Matthew said he's bluffing soldier. I'll go ahead and mark that down.
It's an interesting selection of night one decisions. To...
Poisoning Manny.
Like I said,
Monk's protecting
either
Nina.
Nina's poisoned or I'm poisoned. One of the two.
Love that.
Actually, probably could have been both.
Spy.
By the time I got my information, I could have been poisoned.
Oh, you never claimed what you were.
See what they need to see.
Me.
Correct. I didn't claim what I was to you.
The
The
poisoner?
only person I told Undertaker to
Oh.
is Jeremy.
I'm joking.
Okay.
Yep, that is true.
All right.
He did claim Undertaker, which does seem like a
See if they planned on. They probably plan on killing Manny.
odd thing.
Oh
to
no,
claim
that makes
for
sense.
Scarlet
Killing
Woman,
Ned.
but,
And then seeing as Scarlet Woman, I would have completely believed that if you had seen me as spy, perfectly fine.
Nope, I saw
What-
Scarlet.
It would be nice to keep Ned alive a little
It's
bit and
funny
then kind of like
because I told
fake
Manny, I said,
trying
Nina's,
to
after we get out of this conversation, we're gonna come back to town. Nina's gonna claim that she saw
like
me
sink a
as-
kill and
and then go ahead and
make it seem like she was so confirmed that somebody tried to kill her at night. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, no Raven Keeper. All right, let's Fortune Teller. That'll be it. She is not poisoned now, so we do have to give true information. She might hit the red herring again, but yeah, we'll see. Be funny too if she tries to use Nina as like a control.
I had you down as either the investigator that saw Jeremy or the librarian that saw the drunken Lewis.
I think.
And
yeah,
you know, there's a
maybe
world where they
you're
figure this out too. It's
a
possible.
spy pig, maybe.
Lewis and Matt are.
I'd like to take a moment to defend the fortune teller for Manny. It's a great role.
That's a no.
You know, Manny's hatred for the fortune teller is unfounded.
I would know. I've been it enough times. Hold
I
on.
stated my case, and I stand by it.
Exactly.
Tell you what, at the end of this game, when the fortune teller comes out with yeses on 3 different people, then we can talk, Jeremy.
I kind of wish I'd put the red herring on the virgin now. That's fine though.
The problem.
I agree with you.
It's a better
I
snake. It's just a
completely
better
agree with
snake
you.
charmer.
Good morning, town. Ned died in the night. 9 players alive. Give you about 3 minutes.
Damn it. Damn it.
For what it's worth, Nina, I do believe you have a blue token.
Well, Nina's reading good.
Mayor. Okay. Mayor, maybe. We'll see. Why didn't Lynn shoot you? All right.
I don't think Lynn knew, but yeah, I mean, I would have advocated for that.
All right. That's fair. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You and I did not tell anybody else. So there you go.
Well, hopefully you're not just being poison sniper. It could also be a spy too, right? So we could be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know for sure, but it's still good data. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Switch to soldier because Lewis took empath. Lewis took empath. Lewis took empath. I have to take soldier here. I have it's the only one that's left for me to do. Yeah, because Nina took investigator. The thing was, in Robert's pings, it was me and Nina that was seen. So either of us could take it.
Yeah, that seems to make most sense.
Yeah, so I think I'll just let Nina ride with that, and I'll take soldier. Lewis has empath.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. Ooh, it's hard being a Raven Keeper in a spy world, you know.
Seems a little awkward. With a 1, the only way that's a 1 between a townsfolk who got killed to the Virgin is if Jeremy was a spy and done that way. So Lewis is either lying or was poisoned.
You, to be honest, I think that's probably where I'm at, just because of, like, you couldn't have both been poisoned, right? So
exactly.
And there's no outsider.
I reckon, yeah, like when Lynn was claiming Slayer, like I was fully expecting to be the one that was shot there. Either that or
Yes, I just wanted to know what was up because you died the night.
Yeah, I was the monk.
Unfortunate.
And
Yeah.
I picked Nina last night because I was like, well, if they picked Matt R the very first moment that
Right.
he's confirmed.
Yeah,
dead.
confirmed good. Yeah, exactly. You may as well try to protect the confirmation chains. That makes
She even
sense.
came to me and she was like, "Make sure." It's just like I was going to tell you yesterday. I didn't have time to tell you to protect me.
How are you?
What would you like to claim this fine day?
Raven Keeper, you?
Ah, soldier.
Cool. Very cool.
Okay. So who you think? I've heard a chef number. I think we have to.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey Sam, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If I die, like I really, really, really know you don't have a choice. Like you make the choice, but I would love it if you would pass me to Math. If Lewis is dead.
I mean, I would have a choice if Lewis was poisoned.
Yep. Or Lewis is dead, right? If we
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
Lewis,
Either one.
then you
Yeah.
pass me to Matthew or Brody. All right, cool. Thank you. Bye.
Yep. All right. Welcome back, town. Nominations are open.
I nominate Lewis.
Aaron nominates Lewis. State your case.
Filling out the Grim and just cross-referencing a lot of things, I feel like Lewis is a top demon candidate, and yeah, I just would like to see what Lewis would have to say.
Lewis, what do you have to say?
I got another 0 last night. My neighbors haven't changed. Yeah, look, I can be ruled out. That's fine. I'm believing that my zeros are at least true, so I'd probably be looking for across the Grim for myself. If I was going to be nominating, which maybe I should after this, but I don't like being a demon candidate when I'm good, so probably good to get rid of me before Final 3 if this is going to be a lingering thing.
All right. Majority is
I've
5.
heard info that suggests that Lewis is not the given candidate.
I would go with Dan.
Yeah, I think he would have start passed if he was the demon.
Yeah, no, I would not vote on this. Please.
Lewis is reading good to me here. I don't understand. I think he was just poisoned on the first night. Like, why was
Yeah.
Lewis?
Well, then
orchestrating
Steve has to be the
Jeremy
Scarlet
killing
Woman, then.
Matt
5.
Jeremy's this guy or
That's
something
enough.
strange.
I'll nominate Aaron.
Lewis nominates Aaron. State your case.
Basically what I said in my defense, like if we need to get rid of me, like I'm not sure what's making me not look like a demon candidate. That'd be great to if that's info out there, that'd be cool. But yeah, look, I would place the demon or evil like on the other side of the Grim for myself. Aaron could be one of them. So could I haven't spoken to Satan yet this game. Robert could be, but like he read good in our chat. I haven't spoken to Lynn. Maybe Nina, but yeah. This is the direction I would go in anyway.
Me?
All right, Aaron, your defense.
Yeah, I'm the Raven Keeper. I pretty much said that to people I put it in my 2s. Pretty much was straightforward with that from the jump, because I figured I'm probably not getting killed. So if we want to eliminate this world, we can. But yeah, I'm just kind of. Lewis was one of the few people I hadn't talked to yet. So yeah.
We have spoke. I got claims from you.
Oh, we did. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll break a tie, but otherwise I'm alright.
All right.
Be more memorable.
It's a better kill.
5 to tie.
Yeah.
6
I don't
execute.
think it's a better kill.
I don't either.
That's a lot.
I don't think Lewis is.
Like,
I think
to
Lewis.
be fair, I don't think it's a bad idea to necessarily rule out the Lewis
The
one, but I do think the information is.
I don't know if I entirely trust the information that's clearing. Lewis.
6 is enough. Aaron is about to die. Lewis is safer today.
For what it's worth, I haven't heard the
Nominate
information that's
Manny.
clearing me. But
Lynn nominates Manny. State your case.
I don't trust his mayor claim. I'd like I don't think we're gonna get the votes on it, but I don't think he's the mayor.
All right, Manny.
I'm the mayor. I don't know. I don't have anything to say.
All right, 6 to tie, 7 to execute.
Manny can't be the demon if Steve is the Scarlet Woman with my Chef Zero either.
Okay.
That's true. If all that's true. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just stand by, like, I don't know why Lewis
Two's
orchestrates
not enough.
Jeremy to hit Madar with the investigator ping and everything if Lewis is...
Well, I don't think Lewis knew that Madar was the virgin and I was the top 4 when he
There's
came
the
out
spy
with the
play.
info.
Like,
Any more nominations?
but
Count from 10.
I mean, I know you're defending me, Manny, but I can't.
5. Aaron has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
It is too easy to get like 6 votes on Aaron.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
true.
I'd
I
say
agree.
it was too easy to get 5 votes on Lewis, too.
Agreed. I think both.
Yeah, but Lewis.
5 is the minimum number of votes that we needed.
Get a poison.
But the
Yeah,
thing is, I
5 is
don't know if we killed an evil player, and there's 4 evils in this game, and I know I'm good. I'm pretty sure Nina's good. Like, it's,
That's the fortune teller. Makes sense.
who's that?
Spy
Between
Grim.
Jeremy and Steve. Yeah. Which
Steve's evil?
Jeremy could only ever be the spy, and I don't see him registering as a
Specifically, yep.
Scarlet Woman.
I think Steve's evil.
Yeah, I would have had to register as the Scarlet Woman in an investigator ping and as evil in an empath. That didn't happen.
Is killing Satan herself. Fair enough.
Yes,
Lynn,
Lewis
did you
could.
say,
Yes,
Lynn,
Lewis
did
could
you
have
say
been
you think
poisoned
I'm
tonight.
evil?
It's probably a pretty good time to do that because, I mean, yes, fortune teller's poison, but she has enough yeses and nos. It makes it look Manny look suspicious. Nobody's really looking at Nina. There's kind of some nos. It gives them some other places to potentially be looking at. Well, that means that's all of our waking rolls.
There's no outsiders.
Well,
Unless the washerwoman is the spy.
But if we had a Baron, we'd have another outsider besides the drunk.
Yes.
So we don't have a Baron. So we don't have a drunk.
Yep, that's correct.
We have a spy, so some claims are, what are they still doing alive?
I mean, I don't know. The kill death has been pretty consistent based on what I have on my ground.
Good morning, town. Satan herself died in the night. There's 7
right.
players alive. Give you about 2 or 3 minutes.
I
all right,
retract
I was
my
the-
last statement.
Me too.
Yep, I was the fortune teller. Good retraction. Good retraction.
Did you
I have
get-
told all of my information to Matt R. Very faithfully, I would say. I got a no on Lewis, which is why I was going to bat for him yesterday. Against Matt R. specifically. So
I appreciate it. Yeah.
And your yeses are what?
I do have a yes. It is on you and Manny, Robert, actually, which is why that first conversation day one was so funny.
Robert, we're twinsies.
I then checked you against
Um,
Matt R, Robert, and got a no. It's possible I've been poisoned at some point.
I will
Or-
say that kind of clears my possibility of being. Wait.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, you could only
I
be
think-
spy, Nina.
I think Manny's the red herring.
I'm totally fine with Manny being the red herring. Like I don't
Me too.
think he's necessarily.
Does anyone think Ned
just
Star
is a
Pass?
thing.
I do think we have a star pass.
Well, no. I was the monk. I protected Nina, then I died. So
Mhm.
that is great.
Just died, though. Yeah, I agree. But, like, Lynn, Matthew, Steve...
Could be Lynn. So if we think Nina's telling the truth, then
She's either telling the truth or was poisoned or is spy. I think a spy's possibility because I saw her in my washerwoman info.
okay. So that's so it's possible Nina's just a spy. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Yeah. I'm ballsy, but I'm not ballsy enough to claim Librarian in a base 0 game as the demon.
I think you are.
I mean,
Don't
not
say
in,
credit. I think you are.
not in base 0.
But
Yeah.
no, it's like you're not my like Manny. I don't know Lewis. Like
I'm okay with that. I'm like trying to figure out. So if I was trying to figure out a world where I might have been poisoned night one, but I don't think that's the case because I think Lewis has to be the one that was poisoned night one if Satan's clearing Lewis.
Yeah. So what if you weren't poisoned? Then Steve's the Scarlet Woman.
Yep.
And then that means that Lynn or Robert are potentially evil based on the Chef Zero.
Robert's clearing me, so I feel like I have to. Like Robert came to me and said that I saw an investigator between you and somebody else. So
Yeah, I mean Robert could be a spy.
World. Yeah.
So we should probably ignore Robert and look at Brody and Matthew, I guess.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Those are just my guesses. Yeah.
Evil player to get the Chef Zero too.
That's true. Yeah.
We got 2 more.
Yeah, I'm the soldier. If there's a spy, I can't die. That's why I'm getting Nina.
That's
Welcome back. Nominations are open.
Like, if we
have to
think
clear
that
the
Lewis
Manny
was
world.
poisoned night one, then I'm not poisoned. So, I mean, it has to be Steve that is the Scarlet Woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, there's a world where you could be the spy, Nina. I think.
Okay, cool.
Sure, that too.
There's a world where that's true.
Who's the washerwoman?
I can
confirm you, Nina?
The person who I was just talking to.
That'd be me.
God damn it, Robert. We had this.
Robert.
Okay. And you.
All right.
What are you, Robert?
To be fair, I was.
I'm the washerwoman, confirming Nina.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're good.
I know is to be true.
The only person I told the truth to was Satan herself on day 1.
Yep,
Jeremy.
We decided to mostly
Yeah.
trust each other early.
If
Yep.
Nina is the spy, which I think is possible, I'm starting to lean more towards that world. Sorry, Nina. You could have an evil team of Lewis, Nina, Lynn, and Matthew.
No.
It can't be Manny as the demon if we think Steve was the Scarlet Woman.
Steve is the Scarlet Woman in your world,
Then
not in my
Manny-
world. So, if Robert is clearing me, Robert might be the spy, but I am not the spy. I am the investigator. I told you my information. I have been saying it since day 1. I was thrilled when you died for the whole virgin crap, and I
A little
just
too
yeah.
thrilled.
Nina's reading.
all right, so-
I know, Nina's
All right.
reading like a person who hasn't been good in 10 million
Yes,
years,
exactly.
is so
That's
excited to be
fair.
good and has good information, and
Yeah,
is
she's so
just
excited.
trying to be believed to me. Like that is what I'm reading to Nina. Complete and total good desperation.
All right, everybody. Brody's had his hand up for a little bit. Brody, go ahead.
Brody will nominate Manny.
All right, Brody nominates Manny. State your case.
Oh, this
Primarily, primarily based on Satan's information. I think Lewis is evil, but I think he's just a minion with the fortune teller. No, I think we need to clear the Manny demon world now.
All right, Manny.
I don't think Lewis is evil, but fine.
I think Brody might be evil.
That's possible.
Yeah, I
That's-
would
that's
rather
also
kill
possible.
Brody.
Every
No,
world
I
I've
think-
talked to, almost anybody.
All right. Majority is 4.
Didn't even hear Manny's.
I would rather have Brody.
I think
or
if
Lynn
Brody's
rather
evil,
than-
he's the
or Lynn.
spy.
Yeah,
Unless
I agree.
No,
It could be the poisoner poisoning you too, Lewis.
I mean, just saying Outsider Zero is.
I could be poisoned.
not
I could be
big-
poisoned. once.
One's not enough.
To be true of his information.
Steve.
Really fast, just whether you believe I'm evil or not, the world that I'm looking at right now is probably Manny, Brody, Aaron, and flip a coin between Robert and Lynn. I'm more inclined to believe Lynn at this point in time, but that's just the world I have right now. I don't believe Nina is evil. I do believe she got bad information.
Who? If you would nominate someone, who would you nominate, Steve? Because I can do that for you.
It would have been Manny.
Would have been well after Manny.
In this case right now, the next one I'd nominate is Brody.
All right, I'll nominate Brody.
All right, Lewis nominates Brody. State your case.
What Steve said. My information seems to be clearing him, but it has been brought up that I could be poison locked. So, yeah, it could be a reasonable shout.
All right, Brody.
I think Lewis was caught in a bold-faced lie when Jeremy nominated the Virgin, and his Empath one was immediately bullshit. I think Lewis is a very strong minion candidate. I think he is Manny's minion specifically based on Satan's info. I'm the librarian. There are no outsiders. There's all my information. If you need to clear a world, go for it, but we really need to clear demon candidates at this point.
Lewis would have to be poisoned for him to be good, like with Brody getting a 0 on Brody, right?
All right. Majority is 4.
Brody, if Brody is a minion, it's more likely that he's the spy.
I'm open to killing Manny
Well, for
tomorrow.
what it's worth,
personally.
Just call him.
I think Brody's a good world to clear today.
4 is enough. Brody's about to die. It's no longer your birthday, so now you can die.
Yep, that's right.
Nobody's saying happy birthday. The gin is still in effect.
No, it's the next day.
We're
No.
ready to kill you.
Oh.
That means for me it hasn't been your birthday at all in these games.
I also think killing Brody means the night death is going to be incredibly interesting.
Going to count from 10. 5. Brody has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
We might not have any evil players dead.
I think
that would be unfortunate.
You might. I don't know.
I think we definitely have one, Jeremy. I don't see.
Which one?
Like even in the world where Nina's poisoned, I think there has to be a dead player between like Aaron, Ned, and Brody, just to make all the info work.
Well, Aaron died at night.
No, we killed Aaron.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right.
We executed Aaron.
Not much left going on.
I think in the world where
Spy sees a grim over and over.
Slayer shot was not
Nina gets to
actually
kill
a Slayer
somebody.
shot.
Excuse me?
Killing herself.
It is a world.
Oh, you're evil, sir.
Actually surprised me. I think.
When
No, I
did
feel like they
when
should have
did
gone
you
for the
last
final
play?
3.
When-
But yeah,
Was that after Ned died?
I'm gonna mute that real quick. But yeah, that's her choice. It's all good. Well, that makes by default Lewis the imp. Let's let him know. You are imp. I'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I did. I totally did. Didn't you hear?
No, I did. I didn't. Sorry.
Ned protected me.
I did the night I died.
Okay.
Because I knew since they hit Matt R the very first moment that he's confirmed good, I figured, well, she's the next one that's been confirmed good immediately. Maybe I'll go for her next. So.
Good morning, town. Nina died in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected that.
There are 5 players alive. Give me about 2 minutes.
My read was on. Good stuff.
So I got a 1.
What? Oh, I'm Matthew.
Yeah, on Matthew and Manny now.
While you're
There's a
clearing that.
world.
Why is there an empath?
Steve, I haven't talked to Satan at all.
You're fine.
Okay. Yeah, that would. Nina wants to join. Are you okay with that?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
Hi,
I'll
Nanny
talk
was
to you guys.
asking me what the pings were. Yep.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
are
I
public
mean,
info, so I can go over them again if you want. Also.
I wasn't going to tell anybody, but I told Satan herself because of the whole twin thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think Lewis has to be evil here. Just has to, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I think Manny is probably could be the demon, but Lynn could be evil with Matthew. What do you got?
I think we kill Lewis today, and then it comes down to Manny and one of. They'll probably kill you or Lynn, and then it comes down to Manny, Matthew, and one of you two. If we're wrong. About
You
Lewis.
think Lewis today?
Well, I mean, I feel like we have to kill Lewis at some point.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're not going to kill him at night because there's too much suspicion, right?
Has to know that he is the mayor.
Yeah.
That he must believe. She must believe that.
Right.
Yeah, we have to.
This is-
I don't think they'll go believe him though, because they're so suspicious.
Yeah,
I think the next Night Death, I think they're going to execute Manny at some point. It's just today or tomorrow.
Well, for our sake, we need to execute Manny fucking now.
Either I'd probably have to die today, and then Lynn probably has to die tonight. It's
Yep.
Yeah, they're worth looking up probably.
Are my zeros on Manny trustworthy? That's my question.
Apparently, I can't leave a room.
All right, well, welcome back town. Nominations are open. Matt R, go ahead.
Robert wanted me to say what I'm thinking. I think we kind of have to kill Lewis today. Not that I necessarily think Lewis is evil, but because Lewis is a potential frame. Because I see 3 potential demon candidates, and I think we need to kill one of the 3 today and hope the demon kills the other one.
I think that Lewis has kind of been proven to be probably the one that was poisoned night 1. I actually think the demon is probably likely between Matthew, maybe Manny.
Yeah, I'd rather keep Manny alive as a backup.
No, I
mirror
agree.
thing.
I think it's
so then we could do
Matthew.
Matthew too if you want. I'm fine with
Yeah, I
Matthew.
think Matthew's the better shout today, personally.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Agreed.
Yeah, fine with that.
Manny nominates Matthew.
All right, Manny nominates Matthew. Anything else to add?
No.
Manny, or sorry, not Manny. Matthew, your defense.
Yeah, I'm the soldier. I'm an easy frame in Final 3. I'd rather not be around.
All right, majority is 3.
We have one more after this.
Yeah.
What?
Fourth on the.
I didn't hear what you said. Then. I thought you said my name.
Right there.
There's so many votes on this.
That's a weird force.
Yeah, you should drop Matthew.
Like that.
Huh.
4 is
I
enough.
Like that very much. I don't like that very much.
Does
Matthew's
anyone
about to
want me
die.
to nominate Manny?
I'll
or...
nominate Lewis.
Okay.
Robert nominates Lewis. State your case.
This is the direction Matt wanted to initially go, and like I mean, there were 4 living votes on that, and I don't necessarily trust anyone, including Matthew voting on himself. So maybe this, but I mean, we would need dead votes, which isn't great if they're all evil. So.
I'll use one.
All right, Lewis.
I'm gonna do whatever Jeremy does.
I just was laughing at Jeremy saying he's going to use one when he's first on, and he could just waste it. I've said this earlier in the game. I don't like being the frame in Final 3 if I'm good. Like I don't, I'd rather be dealt with beforehand, and that stands up here as well. But based on like what Manny was saying, and this just vibes from town, like it feels like a lot of people believe that I'm being set up as the frame, in which case a lot of people believe that I'm good is what I'm reading from that. So if you believe that I'm good, why would you want to execute me here if you think that evil's just trying to set me up?
All right, 4 to tie, 5 to execute.
Take Robert.
Not disagree with that.
I mean, I don't think Lewis is good, but
your information is hard to
We
explain.
can also just get rid of the Manny world today.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into a final
Yeah.
3 with a fortune teller yes ping, and an empath 1 that was clearly wrong on. The first
1's not enough.
Which might have been
Wait,
poison.
we'll nominate Manny.
Lynn nominates Manny. State your case.
Demon yes ping. I don't believe the mayor claim.
Manny.
Fortune teller is the weakest townsfolk in trouble brewing.
Hey!
He's not wrong.
No, he's not.
I agree with him.
There's a reason I
We
haven't been
definitely
hunting
should have
on it.
full send this. We need votes for tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah.
4 to tie, 5 to execute.
I think we have a lot of evils dead. I think we give them a chance to overturn it.
I think that between
Don't tie this. We
Brody
should
and Steve, we have an evil
Okay,
dead.
I'm keeping
and
it up.
then we just need to figure out whether it's Matthew or Manny.
5 is enough. Matthew is safe for today, and Manny is about to die.
What a confusing game.
Welcome to Hard Claim.
TV, baby.
All right.
I appreciate the world
Any
you're
more
building, but I believe your information
nominations?
is poisoned or somehow affected by evil. I think it feels like it's just Lewis.
I think we just lifted it off the demon.
Count from 10.
It's very possible. It is. I don't know.
I'm down with
5,
either of them.
2. Manny has been executed and dies. The game continues.
In my opinion,
Good
the
night.
only world where Robert is a minion is he's the spy, right? Like, cause he cold called.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I never put their token down, but
He could be something else and just talk.
yeah,
about
they use it
I
like
didn't
day
get Robert
2.
to you on day 1, right, Nina?
Robert
Yeah,
and I
day
talked.
2.
Robert, was Nina your second conversation on day 1?
Day
I
2.
did not talk to Nina until
Okay.
It was day
big
2.
excitement of day 2. You were the only person I told the truth to. I was.
Yeah, so it sounds like they might kill Matthew tomorrow, in which case Evil's doing pretty good.
If Lewis is good, how do we explain? And I'm going to
Killed
say
Robert.
the misinformation on me and Jeremy.
It's
Makes
not
sense.
misinformation. I think
It,
you are
it actually is
spot on.
misinformation, you know.
Okay.
This is hard.
I just
Oh, wait a
Super
moment,
Mega.
because Lewis would wake up to get empath info.
and then say something.
I'm a little bit worried that there's like 3 evils alive and I'm the only good left.
I don't think it's 3 evils alive.
I think
They're
it's
Good morning, town. Robert died in the night.
Not surprised.
There are 3 players alive. Nominations
I am
open
relieved.
I did not
in
see
about
that
1
coming.
minute.
I was literally
Robert
sending Glenn
was-
a message.
Robert was who I thought was the most good out of the other living players. So
Yep.
Yep.
So,
No, for sure.
Can I have Matt R and like Nina in a conversation in a room? People that I trust.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can we just do it here? It's the final day.
Well, I guess. Okay. Matt R, I trust
we'll
you.
just stay silent.
You have pretty good reads.
I think it's Matthew. I think we lifted off of Matthew yesterday.
The thing is,
No.
Matthew put himself on the block, and
Yep.
we had to get 2 dead votes to put Manny on. So
I
that makes me
agree.
think Matthew was willing to sacrifice himself
Correct.
for whoever the demon is. Which
Yep.
in that world, it has to be Lewis.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
voting for Matthew today. I don't.
I mean, it could be Lynn.
Okay,
It
so
could be
wait.
Lynn.
Can we run
Lynn's
Robin?
mayor shot Matthew. I don't know.
Because I think we probably have at least partial game solve if we get
I
everything.
don't know
in.
if
Was
Matthew
there a
was
call
doing
for-
it as a ploy to be like, hey, just put myself on.
Nominations.
But if we think it's Lewis, then we have to explain my fortune teller. No, we have to.
Nominations. So real quick, everybody. Real quic. Nominations
stop,
are
stop.
open.
Oh,
You all can do a round robin if you'd like. I don't facilitate them. Just know that that does cut into your time. In theory,
Gotcha.
my opinion, everybody should know who each other is by now. If you're not, then you haven't talked enough. But that's up to you all. Nina, go ahead.
I am curious who voted specifically on Lewis versus Manny.
So
I voted for both. Or
it
no,
was-
I only voted for Manny because I was dead.
Yeah.
Robert was the only living player that did not vote for me.
All right, Jeremy.
I'm not. If it was, I think we got Matthew on the block too easily. I think we were so worried about Lewis early on in the game that if Lewis was the demon, Lewis would have star passed. Maybe it's been star passed to
I
Lewis.
agree.
But so is Lynn just been evil the whole time and is now the demon?
No.
I mean,
I
I don't read her evil, but it's not impossible. She is between 2 players who I trust pretty well. If
The problem,
Jeremy,
Jeremy,
is good, then that
In the
works
world where
well.
Lynn is evil, I think there's 3 evils and we've already lost. So
Oh, you mean Nina and Robert? Okay.
I think
I mean,
everybody that's alive. My guess is Matthew. I know that there was a lift off of Matthew yesterday. I get that. I think that there might have been a lift off of Matthew off of a dead player, maybe, but I don't know.
I'm just gonna trust Matt R's judgment, just because I know for sure he's good. But and no one's eager to.
What
No
it's
pressure.
worth- What it's worth, I believe my information is most likely, like, it's probably been messed with throughout the game, but I don't think there's a living poisoner anymore, and I did get a 1. So I don't think I'm the only living good.
How much time's left?
I'm leaning towards Matthew as the demon.
Second call for nominations.
I also haven't spoken to Lynn at all in a private chat this game, and that's happened in the past where the demon happens to be just the one person I didn't speak to, so I didn't get any social reads off of them. But
I mean, you could get a social read off me the last few days. I've been out publicly.
Publicly, you've seemed good, like for what it's worth. But like sometimes in a private chat, you sort of pick up something. But
Who do you think it is, Matthew?
Yeah, they're both evils. They're not. See, they're not nomming. And
I mean, it's not Matthew based on yesterday. That's my guess.
Agreed. Okay. I agree.
I think it is Matthew based on yesterday.
Oh my god.
This is a hard read. It genuinely is.
I think they're both.
I think I'll nominate Matthew.
Lewis nominates Matthew. State your case.
Look, there was a little bit of doubt about Lynn, but like as I said, she does read socially good, publicly. Matthew's the most likely to be the demon here. I know I'm not, and maybe you should have just killed me yesterday because it looks like I have been set up to be the frame here. But yeah, let's just run it. Oh, after Matthew's defense.
All right, Matthew.
Yeah, being nobody thinks it's Lynn, I'll probably not nominate Lewis after this, or Lynn can do it if she wants. It's fine.
We could
do a
triangle.
That's interesting.
Majority is 2.
Interesting. We need at least 3, maybe 4 on this.
I think the fact that we're not getting almost anybody, everybody's dead.
I don't have my vote.
No,
I would maybe vote on this. I don't have it.
This is not who I think it is.
4 is enough. Matthew's about to die.
Yeah, it's Lewis. Brody's
I'm gonna nominate Lewis.
All right, Lynn nominates Lewis. State your case.
We have to get at least 5 votes on this. I think Lewis is most likely the demon here.
All right, Lewis.
We might need you
here. Look, I think we've got the demon on the block, unless Lynn's playing a really good social game, but she could probably just not nominate here. Yeah.
No.
All right. This is 4 to tie, 5 to execute. Here we go.
Matthew's just like not saying anything.
I think Nina's evil.
I always do that.
Matthew does do that as a demon.
Steve, we need you to vote. Steve.
Tie-in.
Oh, of course he's not going to do that.
What?
Yeah.
What just fucking happened?
Oh my god.
4 is a tie. Both Lewis and
Steve is evil.
Matthew
Why are we counting on his vote?
are.
This is why we don't kill the mayor.
I'm the only one.
Yeah, Matthew, would you like to nominate?
No, and I would just. Can I say this is?
It double clicked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
I was voting on Lewis and it double clicked. Oh well. Sorry.
The game is over.
Yeah. Damn it! God, game 1-1.
And congratulations goes to the evil team.
Damn.
Yeah.
Again.
Where to start with this one? Let's just start here. Lewis was your imp. He was not originally your imp. He was your Scarlet Woman. He was started past 2 by your original demon, Nina.
Yeah, I knew it. You were pushing too hard on Matthew.
I know, I had to.
Robert saw her when he was a watchwoman. On the opposite side of Nina was Matthew the Spy, registering as investigator. I did try to help Nina out this game. I specifically went to her and asked her on night 1, what do you think you're going to bluff? And she said investigator. So we tried to help her out the best she can. She's had a rough night. Len was your slayer. Steve was your undertaker, who saw Jeremy as a chef. Manny was your mayor. Matt R, of course, your virgin. Brody, your poisoner, poisoned Satan herself several nights. Although she would have got all the same information because Manny was the red herring, demonstrating once again why his favorite role in the entire game is the fortune teller. And then gave you some no's, which one was poison no, but it was true still, especially with Matt R. and I forget who was on the other side. It just made sense to give that information. Ned was your monk. Aaron was your Raven Keeper. Your bluffs were Librarian, Investigator, and Empath. And that was your game of Trouble Brewing. Ending right on time.
Oh.
I spent the entirety of the last 2 days after Nina's car pass fucking I'm losing my mind.
You know, I had to. If I was going to be alive in the end, they were going to not believe me.
Somebody, my guess, and you never know if this actually played out. My guess is y'all had maybe a decent shot of having 3 evils alive at the end. It's hard to say for sure, but
Like I said,
my gut was, Nina, you were completely trusted, so I completely left that. When I saw you star past, it was like
No, I had to because of how trusted I was. If I had stayed alive, they were killing me on the end of it. Like, they knew how trusted I was. Like,
there was a world where you was a spy, and of course in that world there's a world where you could have been star passed too. So
I think star passing was the best shot I had. I almost think that Lewis should have star passed in the end.
It paid off. So
Matthew.
I knew both.
I thought about doing
It
that.
shouldn't have, though. To be fair.
Yeah.
We should have just done that.
Hold on, everybody. Ned, go ahead. Yeah, Darren. No.
So you mean to tell me that if I hadn't gotten picked by Nina to die, how did I die? Because I picked her that night that I got killed.
I picked you.
Well, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't
I knew
kill.
you were the monk. I was like, he's probably protecting me, so I'm gonna pick
I
him.
was. Yeah.
Matthew, go ahead.
Yeah, I basically had to shift 3 bluffs that game because I realized when Nina came out as investigator, I realized, oh, that's because you've taken it was because the pings were both on me and Nina, which meant that Nina could take it or not. So I had to basically. Then I found out Lewis had taken Empath, Brody had taken Librarian, so all bluffs had been taken. So I basically had to shift the only thing that was left, which is Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in chat said Nina turned it up this game. She played hard.
I did. I fought for it.
I'm
I
actually
drew that
surprised.
freaking 4th evil game.
I'm surprised one
like,
of the evil
screw
team
that.
didn't back into like an outsider to help Lewis.
It was like I did think of it, but there was never an opportunity in time, like in a good time for me to like try to get one of them to do it. And by that point, it was like long past the reasonable time for someone to just tell them.
Yeah, me and
Yeah,
and the funny thing is, me and Nina never spoke the entire game.
Not once. And I had the Grim, despite not speaking to you, as the spy because everybody trusted me and told me the truth.